Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'd like to thank our witnesses so much. It's so exciting to see your enthusiasm, and I'm thrilled that we had one of our local high schools here today. I think we still have some of the students here from Oakton and high school in Fairfax, and we appreciate them being here. And I wanted to ask you, even though we don't have that time travel thing that we could do, if for each of you, if you could go back to being in high school and you were looking at this field and you were looking at how someone might get engaged and involved in this exciting opportunity and career that you all have had an opportunity to do, what would you tell them to do today and going forward in their educational experiences, their volunteer experiences, where they can get internship opportunities, and any websites or other resources that you might provide for the committee that we could share with them, or that you might direct them to here today, if you could speak to that.
Let me just start by saying briefly, this field didn't exist when I was in high school. But I think what I found was really crucial was to find something I was passionate about and just throw myself into it. That was really the key for me in being able to focus enough on a topic. I was a young and wild one at one point, and it took finding something and also finding someone. It wasn't actually when I was in high school, but when I was at the university that I found Reitze, who remained my mentor for all of my career, someone who was inspiring to me, somebody who was a role model, who looked to me like they understood what was important and what we were trying to do, and was also good with a soldering iron. And I think those kinds of things, you find somebody that really turns you on, it gives you the focus to actually follow through with things that look really tough when you start out. Thank you.
Let me say that when I was a high school student, I began liking science and physics because I liked asking questions. So that's what you need to do the most. Ask questions. Don't shy away from questions. There are no dumb questions. About material, we do have in our website, in LIGO.org, a lot of material. And we also have people, emails of people who you can contact to ask any questions. And we are receiving lots and lots of questions, and we answer them all. And we also have some material for teachers to use in their science classes. And there are also programs organized by the American Physical Society for high school, like Adopt a Physicist. So you can ask teachers to contact LIGO people, collaboration people, to act as a consultant and answer
So is there like a
questions.
package we can give to our high schools?
There's a
you all have?
K-12 package for
okay.
students that we have developed. Yes, and there are a lot more material there for teachers and students.
Right, thank you.
Just to follow up a little bit, one of the things that I think is very important, more when you get to the college level, but it can happen at a high school level, is to go up to a professor, all right, and ask them, is there interesting research that you're doing that I can get involved with? So all of us got started actually doing research as college students. We hadn't even decided what we wanted to do yet. And even in high school, so at Caltech, for example, we have, just in LIGO alone, we take in 3 or 4 high school students every year, all right, and we give them a pretty well-defined project, and we mentor them to make sure that they get through it. They get exposed to seminars and things like that. And I suspect that a lot of universities, especially in the Washington, D.C. area, there are a huge number of universities. I would imagine that those kinds of things exist here too. And if they don't, they're not that hard to set up. So.
I want to associate myself with a comment about passion. I think being passionate about science is something that's driven us all. As far as this, and this research comment is an important comment, and the foundation supports research experiences for undergraduates to just provide that kind of an opportunity. There are programs in our EHR that reach down into into K through 12. I want to make one brief comment, though, about how your question relates to how we function as a nation. I am a child of Sputnik. That event and the focus on science directed many, many people for more than a generation into science, and the nation made a huge commitment to our being the global leader in science. Those kind of moments are the things that will invite these folks to come in.
Thank you. I appreciate that passion, and for the students, these are your role models that you're looking for in the science field. If they look and sound like this, grab them. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Comstock. The gentlewoman from